Good morning everyone. Today I am going to start chapter number 2, fraction and decimal. But before that I want to say, as you already know about the fraction, okay. So I am going to take only the second part of the chapter, fraction and decimal, that means decimal. So as already you know, in the previous classes you already learnt about so many things, but then too we are going to start with a very small view, this review, like just we have to just recapitulate, summary of all these, you just learn about it. So here the chapter number 2 of 7th standard is fraction and decimal, okay. Fraction and decimal, I will write and. So very well known what is decimal. Every whole number, if it is divided by 10, 100, 1000 or the power of 10 is called decimal. For example, if suppose you are going to write 7 upon 10, 7 is a whole number, when you divide it by 10, you will get one number, one answer, that is called decimals. Or if you are going to divide by 7 by 100 or 7 by 1000, you can simply divide the whole number by 10 or 10 raised to the power 2 or 10 raised to the power 3. That means fraction divide or with the denominator as 10 or power of 10, then it is called as decimals, okay. It means we cannot say that only the whole number is divisible by 10. The whole number divisible by any number, no problem. For example, suppose 7 by 10. So already you learned that this is the 10th place of this one. So we have to write this as 0.7. This as 0.007 and similarly so on. Clear? Similarly, first of all, we should just learn how to read this number. When we are going to read this number, we are going to read decimal as 0.7. What is this? Actually it is a dot. It is a mark with the sharp pencil, read as decimal. So this is 0.7. We are going to read this as 0.007. Suppose there is a number 124.37. We cannot read as 124.37. If you are going to read 124.37, it is totally wrong. So what you are going to read? How to read? It is 124.37. That means after decimal, whatever the number is there, whatever the digit is there, we have to read individually. Clear? So we are going to write as 124.37 or like this 124.37, like this we have to read. Whatever the number, suppose this is already example 124.37, whatever with the number before decimal is called whole number part. This is called whole number part, okay, whole number part. And after this dot, after the decimal, we are going to write decimal part, okay. So we are going to read 124.37 where 124 is the whole number part and 0.37, that means after decimal 37 will be decimal part. Clear? So you know very well how to find out decimal, how to read a decimal and how to write the decimal and what are the part in this decimal number. After that, when you have going to compare this one, how to compare unless until we don't know whether they are like or unlike. So the second topic which is very important also is like decimal and unlike decimal. So here I am going to write like decimal and unlike decimals. Like decimal and unlike decimal, the difference between them is only that after the decimal, whatever be the number of digits we have, it should be same, then only we can say it is like decimal, otherwise it is unlike. For example, I am going to write 34.13. Second one is 122.9. Then 321.407. In this way, I have so many numbers. So, I am going to write out of these three numbers. Let me see whether these numbers are like decimals or unlike decimal. So, what you will do for that, you have to count the number of digits after decimal. So, here in this number after decimal there are 2 digits. In this after decimal there is only 1 digit. In this we have 3 digits. So, that means these all 3 numbers are unlike decimal. And when we convert it into like decimal, you have to check what are the total number of digits at the maximum number of digits after decimal. So, here we have 3. We need to make this also 3. So, what we are going to write? 122.900. Now, see in this number 3 digits after decimal. Here also after decimal, now it is 3 digit, and here 34.1310, only 10 we are going to keep it. So, that the number of digit after decimal in this number as well as this number equal to the number of digit in the last one. Now, all these 3 numbers are like decimal. Unless until you are not going to change it, these are unlike decimal. Clear? So, remember, whenever you are going to change it, you have to count the number of digit after the decimal. That means count the number of decimal part. Then this one, like decimal and unlike decimal. Then how to compare? Compare means simple. You have to tell which one is greater, which one is smaller. So, when you are going to compare, just I am giving comparison of the 2 numbers. Let us suppose considering this same number 122, comparison of the number, suppose 122.02 and 12.21. And the question is compare, or maybe they can ask which one is smaller. So, first of all, go through the number, compare the whole number part. Whole number part means the numbers which is this, before the decimal. Compare the whole number part of the numbers. So, out of these 2, which one is smaller? 12, because this is 122. So, when you compare this one, you can easily see that this is smaller. So, we can write 122.02 is greater than 12.21. Or if you want to write in this way, 12.21 is smaller than 122.02. Clear? Either you can write this is greater, this is smaller, or you can write this is smaller, this is greater. Remember, which number is greater, just to open the mouth of that sign towards that number side. Got it? So, here 12.21 smaller than 122.02. This is called comparison. That means you can easily compare any 2 number. Now, tell me, if I am going to compare like this, suppose 122.31 and 122.310. Now, tell me, can we say that both the numbers are small, or sorry, both the numbers are equal? Tell me. Yes. Why? We are first of all, before giving the answer, we have to check whether the decimal part of the numbers are same or not. That means number of digits. Here on total 3 digits we have, here only 2 digits. So, we need to make 3 digit here. So, we will write 122.310, and here already it is 122.310. Now, see the whole number part same. If the whole number parts are same, we have to go through the decimal part. That means compare the decimal part. Luckily here the decimal parts are also same, 310, 310. So we are going to say yes, they are equal. Clear? Suppose the question is compare or which is greater. Which is greater. I am going to write like this 0.00017 0017 and here 2.0017. Clear? Now tell me, out of these two, what we are going to do when we compare? We have to go through the whole number part. Whole number part means this one. First you compare this. When you compare, after that you see that this number is greater. So that time it is not compulsory to check the decimal part also. Directly you can write this 2.0017 is greater than 0.00017. But remember, you should mark with the sign. You are not using any comma or don't write the spelling of greater or smaller, using this mathematical sign to show that this number is greater or this number is smaller. Clear? Always use the sign. But this is only the comparison of the two numbers. I am going to say, suppose the question is like that, write in ascending order. That time they will give few more numbers like 4 number or 5 number or more than 5 numbers. That time also the same process, you can use same concept to find out that which is smallest or which one is the greatest. Because when they will ask a question like write in ascending order, you know very well that always smaller number will come first. The smallest number will come first and then slowly you can write with, that means gradually it increases. And vice versa, in the decreasing, write the greatest number first. So let me just tell you an example. Write in ascending order, and I am going to write some numbers. So the numbers are suppose 12.10, then 10, after that 122.37, 0.001, after that 1.3150 and so on, like 4-5 terms are there. And the question is write in ascending order. So what to do? The first step is that you have to make the like decimal. Like decimal means the number of term or number of element, number of digits. After decimal it would be same, it would be equal. So the greatest number of digits after the decimal, here it is 1, 2, 3. Here only 1, 2, 3, 4, that means this is greater. 3, here 2, here nothing, that means after decimal nothing is there, that means we can write as 0. And this 12.10, okay, that means 2. So in order to get the 4 decimal number, we are going to convert into 4 parts, that means 4 digits. So we can write like this, 2 more zeros, this one, then and after that, then go through the whole number part, that which one is the smallest one here. Now see, this is 12, this is 10, this is 122, this is 0 and the last one is 1. So the smallest one is 0. So we have to write here 0.0010, okay, first number. After that 1. That means this number is smallest number, then the next number is little bit greater than this number. So I am going to just compare the whole number part. So we are going to compare whole number part. So the 0 was the first one, after that 1, then we are going to write 10, okay. Then we are going to write 12.1 and then last one is 122.3700. Clear? After this is the ascending order of the given numbers. So again, what is important? While you are going to arrange in ascending order, please use the sign. don't use any commas. Okay. Similarly, if they want to know, write in decreasing order. So, you know how to write in decreasing order. So, or decreasing order or descending order, meaning is same. Okay. Decreasing order or descending order, for that you have to write the greatest number first. Out of these, greatest number is 122.3700, because the whole number part of among all the numbers, that is greater. So, we have to write 122.3700 is greater than 12.1, then greater than 10 point, that means only 10 we can say, and then 1.3150, and last is 0.0010. This is called decreasing order. Clear? Ascending order, decreasing order is also doing with the same concept, comparison. If you do not know how to compare, then it is difficult to write ascending or descending order. So, you should know how to compare. After that, I am going to tell you expanded form. Expanded form. How to write any decimal number in expanded form? For example, 339.15. 339.15 can be written as 3 into, this 3 is on 100th place. So, we have to write like this, plus this is on 10th place, 3 into 10 plus 9 as the ones place. So, 9 into 1. After decimal 1 is there, so we will write 1 into 1 by 10th, because this is on the 10th place, and 5 is 5 into 1 upon 100. That means the power of 10 will increases. Here it is 1 and now it is 2. So, this is called expanded form of any decimal number. So, you should know about the place value of all the digits also. It is in the given in the number. Okay. Now, if suppose the question is in this form and they are going to write, that means they are asking please write in decimal form. So, let me give one example. For example, 4 into 10 plus 1 into 1 into 1 by 100 plus 2 into, I will write here 100, it is 10. Okay. Now, convert into decimal form. So, this is on the 10th place. So, what is at 1th place here? So, we are going to write 4. 1's place nothing, that means 0. That 0.1 and this is 2. So, this is the decimal form of the expanded number. Clear? Sorry, this is 4 into 10. So, 40 in 0.12 will be the answer. This is the 10th form, this is of 100, that is after decimal, and this is whole number part. So, we are going to write 40.12. So, you know very well how to write in expanded form or how to write in decimal form. So, you should know about the place value of a particular digit of the given number. That is only the important part, because sometimes they are asking about the place value of a particular digit in given number. Okay. So, you know about the place value also. By this, you know how to write all these expanded form. You can do all the questions of your exercise by all these concepts using to do the questions. Okay. That means all these concepts already you learned in the class 5 or class 4th also and 6th also. So, please do all the questions very well with all the concept. So many easy questions we have in the textbook. Now, the next topic is how to convert any fraction into decimal form. For example, as I already told that any fraction, any number, fraction with the denominator 10, like 3 by 10. So, you are going to write 0.3. But every time it is divided by any number like 10 or 100 is not possible. So many numbers we have by which we are going to divide. Okay. So first of all, you know how to divide and how to write the decimal form also. So first of all, what we are going to do, suppose 3 by 10, then you know how to write as in the form of decimal, that means 0.3. Suppose sometime it is like this, 7 by 3. Okay. 7 is at the numerator and 3 is at denominator, that means this is dividend and this is divisor. You have to divide 7 by 3. So how to divide? This traditional method, simple. Write the dividend in the bracket, that means inside the part, that is because this is the place only for the dividend and this is the place for the divisor number. So here it is 3. You know the table, 7 is not there, so we are going to read as 3 2s are 6. When you subtract, 1 will come. After that, this number is smaller, that we don't have any number here to copy down. So we need to make this number greater by using dot, that means decimal. So put decimal here and then this is 0. So then 3 3s are 9. Again subtract, it will come as 1. So now again this number is smaller. In order to make this 0, that means greater number, we are not supposed to make one more decimal. In the decimal number, only one decimal is sufficient, only one decimal we have to keep, don't use any 2 3 decimals. But we need to make this number greater. So what to do? That time we are not supposed to use any 0 and all this, simple, write 0 to make this number greater. So 3 3s are 9. Again and so on. That means the answer of this question will come like 2.3333 like this. Okay. What is the meaning of this one? That same number, same term is repeating, that is called recurring number, repeated number, same time again and again the same thing is coming like that. So you need to write only 2.33 or 2.333. Actually, some numbers, they are not exactly divisible. They are not exactly divisible with the same number. Sometimes only single number or double number repeatedly comes, recurring. So what to do? We have to ask a question in this way. Divide this number or write the answer after 2 places of the decimal or up to 3 places of the decimal. That time what to do? Okay, we have to find out that also. Let me just tell you about the basic concept, after that I will come to that point also. Now suppose 21 by 2, as I told you, divide 7 by 3. Now divide 21 with the 2. So what you are going to write? 21 as dividend and 2 is here. We cannot say 21 by 2 is 1.5. Now see how to write. 2 1s are 2 because the first number is divisible by 2. After that cancel this one. Okay. Copy down this one here. It is 1. But this number is smaller. So need to make greater number. Use first of all 0 because you try to divide it. Directly we cannot say that nothing is there to how we are going to use it. Okay. So 2 0 the 0. When you subtract, again 1 will come. Now nothing is there. Now we have to put decimal to make this number 0 greater. Okay. So now 2 5s are 10. We have to write this one. So 21 by 2 is 10.5. Similarly, when you divide 10 by 3, answer will become 3.33333 and so on like this. Then the question is, write the answer up to 2 places of the decimal. For example, the best example I am going to explain you with the 2 different numbers. First is 10 by 3 and the second is 22 by 7. 10 by 3, when you divide 10 by 3, okay, till here. After that, make this number greater. Then 3 3s are 9 and again so on. So, make this number 10. So, 3 3s are 9. Subtract it. So on, in the same manner you are going to write it. So, the answer is 3.33333333 recurring number. And if they are asking, suppose answer up to 2 places. So, you need to find out the third place also. Why? Because the third place, at the third place, suppose it is 5 or more than 5, then you need to add 1 in the previous digit. Okay. If it is, that means the third place, that means they are asking up to 2 places, you need to find out third also. Only because when the third place number is 5 or more than 5, then you have to add 1 in the previous digit. And if it is not 5 or less than 5 it is, then leave it like that. For example, this third digit is smaller than 5, so we are not supposed to add any number in the previous digit. So the answer is 3.33. Clear? Similarly, next number is 22 by 7. 22 by 7. 7 3s are 21. Here it is 1. Put decimal, make this number greater, then 1s are. Remaining is 3. After that 4s are 28. 2. Then again greater number using 0 to make greater, and then 7 3s are 7 2s are 14. This is 6, again 0, 7 9s 7 8s are 56, and so on. Now see, if the question they are asking, divide and write the answer up to 2 places of the decimal, 2 places means 1 and 4, then you need to see third place also. But this third place is less than 5, so no need to add any number. Up to 2 places, this will be the answer, 3.14. And up to 3 places if they are asking, that means we need to see fourth digit also. And here fourth digit is more than 5, so we are going to add 1 in the previous number from this. So we are going to write answer 3.143. While we are going to add 1 in 2, you will get 3. So the answer will be 3.143 up to 3 places, and up to 2 places the answer will be 3.14. So by this you know how to convert into decimal. Now, sometime they are going to ask about simplest form. Simplest form, that means number is already in the decimal and or in the fraction form, and they are asking convert into simplest form or write in the simplest form or the lowest form. For example, decimal number is 0.05 and question is write in simplest form. So first of all you have to change into fraction form. So how to change in fraction form? See, whatever be the number of digits after decimal, you consider every number as 0 and write at the opposite side. For decimal, you have to write 1. And what are the number of zeros here? The digits are there 2. So we need to write 20. So the answer is 5 upon 100. This is the fraction form. But this is not the simplest form. Always remember, for decimal we are writing 1, count the number of digit after decimal, these many number of zeros we are using at the opposite side. Okay? Always convert or remove the decimal in the same manner. Then this is 5 upon 100, this is the fraction form, and the simplest form is, that means there is one common factor by which we can divide these two numbers. So the answer is 1 by 20. This is the simplest form. So they can ask, may be possible from the decimal number or from the fraction number. That means this is the simplest one. After this we cannot be simplified further. So this is called simplest form. Next topic is how you know very well how to add all the decimal numbers, how to subtract a decimal number. The question is, find the sum, and 3-4 numbers are there. For example, 12.13, 16.051, 17.2 and 1.3, and the question is add them. So how to add? What you are going to do, you have to see whether after decimal number the number of digits are same or not. Okay. So when these numbers are same, that time you are going to add in the column manner exactly all the place value of the numbers correct form, column wise. For example, here 12.13. Clear? Second number I want to write 16.051. So just this decimal just before this decimal, just down. That means it's same column it should be there. So 16. Now see 16. Second is 051. 0, 5 and 1. Then the third digit here you can easily write 0, so that it will convert into like decimal also. Now next one is 17.2. So 2 more zeros we have to write here. 1.30. You have to write 0 here, and the question is find the sum. So you need plus sign and add all these. So here it is 1, 8, 6, 6, 2, 3, 4. This is your answer. Got it? 46.681. That means you know very well, only the position of the decimal should be correct. Rest all the digit at the correct place value in the column manner, and then you have to add it. You are not supposed to write like this 12.13 and then suppose it is 6, so write 6.12 like this. It is wrong, totally this is wrong. You are not supposed to write anywhere any decimal point. Situation of the decimal would be in the column wise in the correct manner, then only you will get the correct answer. Then the question is subtract. You know very well what is subtract. They are asking in two different ways. Subtract. Okay. Suppose the question is subtract like this. It is clearly mentioned that we are subtracting smaller number from the greater number, and they are using minus sign. So obviously this number you have to write at the top, and this number should be subtracted, so you have to write at the second place like this 120.12 and then 64.21 like this. Now see, column wise also the place value of the digits will be same. Okay, now you have to subtract this one. This is your answer, and if you want to verify, you have to add these two to get this one. So 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 9 11, 5 plus 5 10 0, 7 plus 5 12. So this is your correct answer. But sometimes the question will come subtract 64.21 from 120.12. Instead of showing with this method, they are going to start writing like this, subtract 64.21 from 120.12. So it is very easy, no? Because they are asking subtract from this one. So you have to write this number at the top. That means first. And then it should be subtracted. So you have to write 64.21. Now see, the same process we have to here. Don't write the smaller number at the top first place and this greater number at the second place. So you have to write in this way, and just keep it in your mind, whatever the number will come after from, that number will be first, and which number is subtracted, which number should be at the second place. Use the sign and then subtract it. Clear? So addition and subtraction is easy for you, you can easily do, but the concept is here. Concept is same, that you should write all the digit at the correct place, column wise. That is only the important thing. Next topic is multiply. Multiply the numbers. Which two numbers we have to multiply? The tradition method, you know how to multiply any two number. So we can multiply whole number to whole number to decimal, decimal to decimal also. For example, 12 into 4, you know very well how to multiply these two, it is 48. Suppose 12 multiplied by 0.01, 0.01, multiply these two, whole number multiply with decimal number. When you multiply, that time the first step, multiply traditionally, that means simple multiplication, do it. First you ignore the decimal while you are multiplying the number. That time you have to write in this way, is it or not? Should I write in this way? This is not compulsory to write, but when you read the decimal number, that time you should write the 0, because the whole number part is 0. That is why we need to write 0, and this is 01 as the decimal part. So we are going to write in this way, and you know the answer will be 12, and I will write 2 more zeros here. Okay. Now see, when the simple multiplication over, your answer is there, but this is not the final answer, because we need to keep decimal place point also. So where we are going to keep decimal? See, after decimal there are 2 digits. So we have to count the number of digits from our right side and moving toward the left side. So 1, 2, here also 1, 2, then put decimal here. This is only the simple multiplication and writing the decimal, or just substitute the place of the decimal at the correct. After that, suppose there is a number 11.14 multiplied with 0.7, okay? Then you need to multiply same tradition method, and then after that we are going to multiply with this 7 4s are 28, 9, 7, 7. And now see, on total number of digits after decimals we have as 1, 2, 3. So from right side leave the 3 places and write the decimal after 3 places, that means here. So answer will be 7.798. Okay, simple multiplication 1114 multiplied by 7, and after that decimal, after decimal 3 digits we have, so we have to write here, just count the 3 digits from the right side and put decimal here. So this is called a multiplication. Multiplication of the whole number with decimal and decimal with decimal. Similarly, you can divide the numbers. Division of the numbers. See, suppose 7 by 10 or 12 by 100 or 15 by 1000. Simple division we have single number with the 10, that means the place value you know very well, so we can write 0.7. This 12 divided by 100, we know the place value of this as a 100th place, so we will write 0.12, okay, and this as 0.015. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is actually only the division by 10, 100 or 1000, that means the exponent form or the power of 10. But when any number divide by whole number, for example, I already told as 22 by 7, whole number divided by this whole number 7. But if you know any number, suppose the number is divided by like this 0.015 divided by 400, suppose the decimal number is divided by this one, that time what to do, you are going to write this number as 0.015, remove this decimal. How many numbers are there? 3. So we need to write 3 zeros, got it? After that you know that 15 upon 4 I will write, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This particular number I will write separately. Then you divide this number and again you have to divide by this, because simple change the place value of the, change the place of the decimal. While you are going to multiply, please put the side decimal at the, move towards right the side, and when you divide it, move toward the left side. I will tell you so many questions after this also, but starting with so many questions as we have in our book, start with the small division and the multiplication. You should easily get the solution how to write it. For example, when you multiply any number by 10, 100, 1000, just a simple, instead of multiplication, change the place of the decimal from one place to another, that means moving toward the right side. Okay, and when you divide it, you are going to change from right to left side. Clear? By this concept, try to do the question of your exercise, and then whatever the continue I will just show in the next class.